Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be doing another turbo related video on the EF. Today we're actually going to be putting in the valve springs for the EF. So with valve springs you don't really need a tune for them because it's just lifting and holding valves, closing, faster, opening. It doesn't really need tuning for it. So therefore I'll be able to run the valve springs without a tune, which will give me more power but also be turbo capable when the turbo goes in. So it's kind of a win-win situation here. So I started off, I pulled the coil leads out. They're all numbered, so make sure you number the cylinders before you pull them out so you know where each one goes. I've taken all the air intake manifold off, and I may actually try and fit the Plasma Man intake pipe to that filter there. So that gives it a higher airflow and we'll just see how it runs. Other than that, let's jump straight into this video. So, start off with, you're gonna need to obviously take off your air intake, take out your coil leads. I've got all mine numbered just there, so I've got a number on each one of them. We're gonna need to take out spark plugs, so you make sure you have yourself a spark plug socket for that. Makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna take this thing off. I think I'll get away without having to remove the fans because I just need to be able to turn the harmonic balancer so I can move the pistons up and down. And yeah, obviously undo your throttle cables, your breather lines, and the clamp there that goes from there to there that holds all your hoses in place there and your coil leads across the engine cover. And yeah, undo all your little things. That one can stay. And so yeah, I'll show you what you need. In order for this, I've got this manual, so this will basically just give you a rundown on the basic way of how to do it. I've got some spanners, socket sets, a smaller socket set, valve spring compressor for your valve springs, a magnet to get the valve spring clips. I can't remember what they're called, but the little clips that sit around, the retainers to get them off. So that's what the magnet's for. It just makes it easier and then you won't drop them or anything. Some rope. So this rope is just a polyurethane rope, so it's plastic, so it's not going to leave any like material fibers or anything in it, because we're actually going to feed down into our spark plug holes and use that to compress our valves up, so when we take the valve spring off, the valve doesn't drop into the cylinder. So we're going to feed that in, then bring the piston to top dead center, and that'll crush against the valve spring, the valves, and yeah, it'll be able to take the spring off without the valve falling in. And here we got the valve spring, so I've got Crocam's ones. These cost me about $200. A single coil with a little half coil inside, and then max lift is about 600, 525, roundabouts that. So that's pretty good. And also screwdriver set, and then you may need a few other tools here and there, but I'm just starting off with the basic stuff. So yeah, to start off with, I'm going to undo all my spark plugs now, and then I'm going to take the cover off. So to take the cover off, just one bolt there, undo that one, and then undo the little bolt there. You'll need a D-pen socket or a spanner for that, and same with that one there. And then we'll be able to lift the valve cover off. I replaced the gasket not that long ago, so I shouldn't need to replace the gasket again. So yeah, let's dive straight in. Alrighty, so we got the valve cover off and all the spark plugs out. So they're my current valve springs. They look pretty good, but yeah. So the next part is going to be pulling this rocker arm off, this rocker assembly. So it'll be all these little bolts on the top, and then we can pull that off. And yeah, get to our valve springs. So let's get started on pulling this one off. Rightio. So valve cover's off and the rocker assembly's there. I got it on that so it doesn't get any dirt on it because we don't want that. So if we look here, we got my camshaft, which is just a standard one. I would like to get a bigger one though. But that is our valve springs. So I moved to top dead center, as you can tell from the compression mark there. So now I just need to bring it down a little bit and then put the rope in it and then bring it back up. So let's Alrighty, so we've got our rope in there. I pulled it up so it won't push any more than what it's got, so it should hold the valves in place. So I'm just going to go through, I don't know how much film I'm going to be able to get all this, but I'm going to go through, get my valve spring compressor and do each one at a time. So starting from this to there, to there, to there, to there, to there. And yeah, we'll do that. Alrighty guys, so I've got the first valve spring out. I got the next one here, so it's just in the valve spring compressor now. And my valve's holding up. I'll have to get my other light out because I've been using my phone torch to see. So I'll get my other light out and then I'll show you guys in here. Just give me 1 minute. Alrighty. So that's our valve there. So I've only done one so far. So yeah, I'll chuck this one back in, chuck a little collets back on, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so after about 2 hours, or probably an hour and a half, I'm halfway there and we're done. So there's our first 6. So our next 6 are there. So keep going. Alrighty guys, so we are all done. All valve springs are in. So just before you put it all back together, make sure that all your little seats are nice and flush with each other, and you have a bit of probably about 2 or 3 mil clearance from the top of the valve to your retainer. So all mine look pretty good. I'm just gonna go over them after the camera and then I'm gonna put it all back together. So yeah. Alright guys, so it is a different day today because I don't know if you guys can tell from the rest of the video, but it was absolutely pouring with rain when I was doing the valve spring. So it's literally like a week or so later now. So I'm just out on the test drive now. I have driven it before, but I haven't actually really been able to do an extensive test drive, and I've also been just wearing them in, keeping the revs down and just getting them all the oil flowing through them compressed and stuff a few times. So I'm just out on the test drive at the moment and everything seems to be going good. Yeah, everything's running well. A little bit of improvement, I guess. I can't really tell too much. I think the springs were the same as what I've replaced, obviously, so they've just gotten to freshen up and stuff as well. So it didn't hurt to do them anyways. So, and at least now I know that they're definitely going to handle the boost because they're the boost handling valve springs. So yeah, pretty good. Every car's running properly as it should be. No oil leaks, no nothing like that. So yeah, I'm just going to go for a little bit more of a drive and then that'll probably be it for the video.